mass participation. Come on.
Come on. Come on, guys.
If I start asking, I'm going to award myself, and you have no marks. Oh. You can ask about the different strategies, right? Why did Singapore not use another particular strategy, let's say? Why did Singapore focus on what they propose? Why should Singapore be doing that instead? Right, you can show the table again. I think that's better.
Okay.
The table of strategies. Yes. Try?
Why do you think that Singapore would be more likely to pick more like the strategies that they have chosen instead of things like being more competitive or being more assertive with their stance?
Why? Why?
Yeah, or why do you think Singapore has chosen their way of managing this conflict?
Because sometimes we choose the competing strategy because the time is very limited. Is need to solve the issue right away. So because as the victim of the conflict, Singapore was faced very huge economic loss. So in this kind of emergency situation, the Singapore need to use more competitive strategy to make the Indonesia realize that our Singapore health problem is very serious now. Make them realize that. Otherwise, they will just sit there and do nothing.
Does that answer your question, or you want to rephrase?
Or do you think like if Singapore adopts like a very competitive strategy in dealing with this kind of conflict management, do you think it will be very effective? No, or it will not be very effective?
I think it's both advantage of a disadvantage. Okay. Sure. Next.
The rest can help me answer.
Good. Yeah. The advantage is we truly make the Singapore attention on this issue, but it also cause an unpleasant relationship between us and Indonesia. Is both have advantage and disadvantage.
If Singapore adopt a more competitive stance when they are dealing with the haze issue, right, the image that Singapore projects to the world is not only towards Indonesia, but other worlds surrounding Singapore will view Singapore's competitiveness and aggressiveness as the desire to expand their control, which could threaten their own country. It could give a false image that Singapore is being aggressive and want to control the surrounding areas, which would threaten other countries' control of the region. And to prevent such negative view being seen towards Singapore, even if we do not have that intention, we usually try to prevent looking competitive or aggressive in our strategy and approach towards other countries. So we try to get the idea across, but not seem threatening at the same time, like wanting to take over or control over the situation. That's why Singapore urged Indonesia to do more instead of taking control and handle the situation by themselves.
Another question? This side? Okay.
I'm Chris. I just want to know, in your opinion, right, what could both sides of the governments have done better to solve this issue, and why didn't they do that?
The other two?
I think, thank you, Chris. I think it is important for Singapore to regulate their companies in Indonesia. Yeah, because in 2013, Indonesia accused Singapore companies that they are the main cause for that year of the haze thing. So I think if Singapore could regulate their own company well, and this kind of thing is easier for Indonesia to deal with, because this one is a regional case. It's not only Indonesia's problem, it's everyone's problem. Yeah. Need to work together. Yeah. That's my thought. And also Indonesia should put more money in it. They should hire more manpower or satellite or any other monitoring method to monitor the very dangerous, the endangered forest, and also to enforce the law. The law is not there. The law is there, but no one enforces. That's no good, right? They need to enforce the law as well. So I think that's what they can do.
I think I'm more emphasizing on after this so Singapore offered the help already, right? Then Indonesia declined the help. What could they have done better so that there's help between each other, not to prevent the haze itself, but to overcome the haze problem?
I think they eventually come up with an agreement and they fight the haze together. Yeah. So there is some delay in it, right?
Actually, the root cause of the haze is the greed of the companies who wants to burn the land for benefits. And after the haze occur, if you want to make the situation better, actually the better situation is to prevent the root, it's like remove the root of the problems in the first places. It's like, yes, they can regulate their own companies' actions in Indonesia, but there will always be this aspect of greed inside the company that will either hide their actions or prevent their own, like not limiting the way they earn money. To tackle this idea of greed among companies would be difficult because it's part of human nature. And if you want to make situation better, maybe at the very root cause you could have educate the younger generation on the idea of not being greedy, and when they grow up and take over the company, it will eventually be better. I mean, that's a very long-term plan. For a short-term plan, you can only try to get more enforcers in to prevent them from burning the land, or maybe have surveillance on areas that they predict that the companies will burn, and when the burning starts, they move in to stop it before it gets worse. That's one of the ways they can try.
Okay, I'll add a little bit more. So, so all the countries affected by haze is Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. So all the people in these three countries are protest against the Indonesia government, but the government ignore all this response. I think the most efficient way is Indonesia, their local Indonesian people, they can hold some protest against their government, so their government will know, oh, it's really a problem because my country people are now against us, so they will see a better way to handle this problem.
Do you think that's feasible as Indonesians?
So just want to know your opinion, right? Because actually the haze problem is not bad only for Indonesia and other countries, but also for people in Indonesia. It will affect them even more, right?
Yeah, right.
So why in your opinion, right? Why don't the government actually do something like really good to prevent the haze?
Because of money.
Yeah.
The money.
Because of money.
Okay.
Indonesia is developing country.
So the government is corrupted?
I don't think the government is necessarily corrupted, but they have to have a trade-off. They want to do something more rather than this. Yeah. Because China is also a developing country. What they do is they develop the coastal area first, and then they do other part. So maybe that is the Indonesia's government's concern as well. Maybe they put effort in other area first instead of overall development. Yeah. That's why maybe you see the capital of Indonesia is quite good, right? Comparing to the developed country, right?
There could also be the possibility of manpower constraint because to watch over such a large area of forest is not easy, and they will have to have certain technologies that they may not have. I'm not too sure on their technological aspect. Like you need satellites to oversee the area. You also need people to constantly watch the area. You also need ground force to be there and be able to deploy there as soon as possible. And to cover such a huge area, you need a lot of people just waiting there for things to happen. And it's a waste of manpower, honestly speaking. So it's hard to regulate the burning of the forest this way. But it's also one of the most effective way. Like if you can get local communities who live near the area to have a line of communication to people who can move in and handle this thing, then they could depend on the locals to be the sportsman, the watchman for the area. Then when anything happens, they can move out from a central location, which could help. But it has to, the logistic will be a bit messy.
Sounds like some military strategy. Is it? Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.